What's going on, guys? Andrew from ChatHQ here, and I'm super excited to show you guys a quick walkthrough and demo of our web chat tool. This is a one-to-one full replacement for the high-level chat widget. This is not live chat. This is the same exact thing as HighLevel's, where it gives you a form, sends that information into your HighLevel as a web chat conversation, and then triggers automation or and you can respond via SMS, via text message, or via email. Now the only thing that we've done in addition to this is we've added multi-location. So if you notice, I have web chat here. If I click into that, I have multiple locations here that my users or my end users or prospects or website visitors can choose from to contact me, right? If I have a business with 4 or 5 locations, or if my customers do, I can build it this way so that they can communicate with the location that's in their area or that serves them. Okay, so let's talk about setting this up, and then we're going to do a quick demo. So I'm going to show you exactly how it goes into HighLevel, just so you know that it's a complete replacement of HighLevel's chat widget. Okay, so the first thing is, if this is not already in your widget, just go ahead and go to Add Tool here. You'll see a pop-up, and then you would just have to select it, but I already have mine selected here under Web Chat. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. When it opens up, you're going to see a few things initially. If you don't already have this set up, you're going to need to add your agency API key and your high-level agency API key. There is some information that I'm posting in the help article for this tool around how to get that agency API key, but you just need to go into your agency settings, go to API keys, and then paste it here. Now once you paste this here, it can be used across the entire ChatHQ portal, and there are other areas where we need that agency API key so we can pull data from your high level, like sub accounts and forms and surveys and calendars and things like that. And like I said, once you have that installed here, you're going to see this location drop down. So if this is empty, you're not going to see a location drop down, and this tool cannot be used. So once you add that here, you'll see a location drop down, and you can literally just select as many sub accounts as you want from your high level. And as you can see, as I select more, they get added to the list here. Now, if you have an address for your location, you'll see the address here, but you can see some of mine, I just delete the address because they're made for like testing or internal purposes. If I wanted to remove the accounts, I would just click on the big red X. If I wanted to remove all accounts, I would click on this X, but then I get an error message saying at least one location has to be selected. So let's go ahead and select ChatHQ. One thing you're going to notice here is I only have one location selected. And if that's the case, I see the form and the actual chat process immediately. So if there's multiple locations, like if I have this location here, I'm going to see a selector where I choose the location and then I can start the chat. But if I only have one location selected, I'm going to see that location's messaging right here when I first open it up. This is super important because if your customer goes in and let's get rid of that. If they click on this and then they click on web chat, actually let's apply changes here. I'll go back and I'll show you. So if I go back, all right, so if I go ahead, I'm like a customer, I'm a prospect, I click on web chat, the first thing I see is this form. That's super important if you don't have multiple locations, because then you're immediately telling people, hey, reach out to us. All right, they don't need to select a location if you only have one location. That doesn't make sense. So if I have more than one location though, let's go ahead and add another one here, apply changes. If I go back and let's say I'm a website visitor, I go to web chat. Now I see the different locations that I can reach out and contact. Okay, so it's super important if you have 4 or 5 locations that they're all going to the proper sub accounts in your high level so that the customer is communicating with the right location. All right, so now let's go back in here. Underneath, you'll see a few things. Let me click into one of these here. So you'll see initial message and legal message. We populate these by default. You can change this, right? Like if I change this, enter your question below, exclamation point. You see that? How it changes in real time in the preview. If I wanted to undo that, I just click Control Z. Same thing with the legal message. The legal message is down here at the bottom, just refers to like SMS. This is actually the same messaging that HighLevel gives you by default. So the initial message, the legal message, and the acknowledgement greeting and acknowledgement message. I actually changed these two previously, so these are slightly updated, but everything gets populated by default and you can go in and change it. All right. Now we also give you the ability to display the email field. If I turn this off, you'll see that it goes away here in the form. If I want it back on, I just turn it back on and there it is. Now when you're previewing this, you can actually you don't need any data here and you can test this. You can just click send and you'll see right here, this is just some dummy data, some lorem ipsum, but this is what would be populated by like the form submission. So it'd be like name, email, phone number, and message. And then down here you have the acknowledgement message. So if I change this, like thank you, exclamation point, you'll see that changes there. And I would have to apply changes to actually, make sure that that stays there. If I wanted to send another message or test this again, or if my customers or prospects want to send another message, we have this button here. They would just click that and they get this view again. Okay. So let's go ahead and apply changes. And I want to show you how this works in real time. All right. So I'm going to go into a funnel page where I've pasted this widget, and we're going to go ahead and test that. Really quick, actually, before I test that, if you have any questions about title, panel title, or working hours, or like these business hour settings, we do have separate help articles in this knowledge base around all this stuff. So I'm not going to get into it in this video, but just know that you can always go search for like business hours and then title and panel title to learn more about those specific settings. All right, so let's go ahead and test out this widget. I'm going to pause the video and I will be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I have my widget open here on a test web page, and I have web chat. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Now I'm going to select my location that I want to communicate with. I'm actually just going to select ChatHQ so I can show you guys really quick. And here is the widget. So I'm going to go in here and Andrew Kamide. I'm going to put my phone number, 529, email. This is a test web chat message. All right, so let's go ahead and test this out. Click on send, hit submitting, and there's my message. And it says, thank you, someone will reach out to you ASAP. I can send another message if I want. And hold on, let me pause the video really quick. I'm gonna jump into HighLevel into this contacts account, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes through. All right, guys, so check this out. Look at how cool this is. So this at 3:23 was actually my message. See, this is a test web chat message. And we have automation. Literally, this is internal. So we have automation for all of our web chat messages right now that just responds. It says, thank you for reaching out. So this is an automation that's triggered by web workflows. Okay. So we know that our web chat tool triggers workflows. If you notice this little icon right here, that means that it was a web chat conversation. So if I click on details, come on, HighLevel, show me the details. There we go. Oh, so okay, so HighLevel's details are not showing me where it's from, but if I look at the activity log, I'll see the page visited, and then I'll see the chat widget form right here. That was my test chat widget form that was submitted. I can click on this little button here, and I can see all of the information here. This was the test page. Source was direct traffic. It was a test message, right? Everything from that. So what you're seeing is that our web chat tool is literally one-for-one replacing HighLevel's, and you get multi-location. So let's say I go back and I wanted to go back here and send a message to Andrew Kamide's account or Dana Pools. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go and click on send another message. So now we're sending to this location. If I wanted to send another message, I'd just click send, put the message in there, click send, and it would go to that sub account in HighLevel. So we hope you guys, fully replace HighLevel's chat widget with this. It's fantastic, and you get all these amazing tools in our engagement widget along with it. So why wouldn't you replace it? But I wanted to show you guys how to set it up. I wanted to give you a quick overview and like a demo of how it works in real time. And I hope you guys enjoyed. So let me know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.